Greetings, beautiful people. I'll come around this side so I'm not glaring in the sunshine. So talking about bowel movements this morning, talking about stools, not, always a pleasant subject, but a very educational one. As I have said on this juice fast, that your stools really give you a roadmap and an indication as to what is inside of you. Well, today, and I'm on day 5, and I'm documenting this for myself so that I can look back on this. Oh my gosh. So I'm starting to now pass really hard old stools, and they're not so stinky. Definitely nothing, not even a scratch on the worms. But the old fecal matter is starting to come out. And if you're game, I think the worm pictures are the worst of all, but I'm actually going to show you what this looks like. If you're game, if you don't want to see this, I'll just turn off the video. Don't watch this, but it's going to be all about stools, and showing you old fecal matter. And what I actually think is happening now is that because I'm now on a second juice fast, the old fecal matter is getting rehydrated and is getting passed out. But I've been sitting here and studying my poo so I can see what's going on. And this is what's coming out of me now. It's no longer the real sticky stuff. I have no idea how it's going to, what's going to come out and when, but the old stuff's coming out now, and that's very obvious to me. So I'm going to show you a picture of what I've just taken. I have tried adding water to this. It will not break down. That's how old and tough this stuff is. So let me now show you the picture. If you don't want to see this, turn the video off now. So here is this old stuff. And we'll start at the top right. We're going to go up to the top right and look at this stuff. Can you see those ridges on the top right of that stool? Like that is old fecal matter. You can see the ridges of something that was very, very old, and it's being captured by, I don't know, maybe stool that is not as old. I don't know. It all looks pretty old and gross to me, whatever it is. But you can see those ridges, and to me that looks like it's been sitting in the lining of my intestinal wall for quite some time. And since doing this juice, it has become rehydrated and has no option than to be pushed out of the colon. And it's just, I'm just, I'm forever blown away by the power of juice and how it can get this crap out of us. And, I don't know if the worms are over, but this is something new. This is something new, because right up until the last days of my initial 30-day juice fast, I wasn't having stools like this. These seem like old, nuggety, old stuff, really old stuff. And see, look at that stuff there. This is what I'm talking about. See those ridges in that? To me, that signifies that I don't believe our intestinal lining or our intestinal canal is a smooth thing. I think it would be full of ridges. And, I guess however it's meant to look. But I think this is stuff that has been sitting in there in my colon for a long time, and it's had no choice but to come out. And let me tell you, adding water to this, as you can see in the picture, I then went and got a stick and poked at this stuff, and it would not break down. Usually when I've had stools with doing this juice fast, like they usually mix up and dilute in the water that I add to them. these are not diluting at all, these old stools. And that kind of signifies to me that whatever is in there is old, very dense, and just raggedy. Just raggedy. And something else to note is the air bubbles that are coming up. And to me, this signifies the density of the stools themselves. They're so dense that there's been no air that's been able to get in there. And, you know, I don't know if the air actually helps break down the stools and help them pass out. But it's clear to me that there's no air that can get inside of these stools. This is old fecal matter. Yeah, the red part of it may be the watermelon that I've been consuming. I don't know, but you can see even the color of this older stuff. It's old. It looks old. It looks kind of jaded. So I'm kind of interested to see what is going to come out of me next. See, even these parts, you can see like it really looks like old stuff. And the ridges on it and kind of the lines on the bottom right, you can kind of see like the curves. And curves, to me, when you have curves in poop, signifies that it's been sitting there for a long time, going in accordance to the curvature of your intestinal tract. And I think, being that it's old and very, very dense without any allowance for air to penetrate them, it just, I think the curves show that it's been sitting there for a very long time, unable to be passed out, especially if you keep eating and eating and eating. What chance does the body have to really cleanse itself? So if anything, I mean, if you feel bored on a juice fast, when you start documenting what comes out of you, it starts to become really kind of exciting and interesting, because you just don't know what every day is going to bring. You have no idea what is going to come out of you. So I would thoroughly encourage anyone to embark on a little juice fast if they feel inspired to and document it. Don't be afraid to document the stuff that has been dwelling and living within you, because this has been the most eye-opening experience for me, a real game changer. Had I not documented this, I would never know that this stuff is coming out of me.